everybody, welcome to this live stream. So we'll just wait for a few people to jump on the call, and while that's happening I will just share this video in a few places. So when you jump on the call, please let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're calling from. Let me know if this is the first time that you've ever caught me live, whether or the 1000th time you've caught me. It's all working. Okay, it's not coming up on my page. Maybe I'll just go into a new Facebook. I'm not going to share. We're back, guys. We're back. Okay, great. Yes, we're back. Hello, Angela. Right. So, how is it all going? I thought I'd wear my hat. I thought I'd take a leaf out of Melanie Ann Layer's wonderful little, thing. She wears hats, and I thought I'd wear my hat. So welcome to this video, everyone. I feel obliged to come and just share a live video with everyone, because basically tomorrow I'm going to be hosting my my twin flame container, and I really feel that I have to tell everyone about this work. So obviously, because of my experiences of within consciousness and enlightenment and awakening and all that, it has been revealed to me the most extraordinary mysteries about the twin flame phenomena. And I believe that this is connected to my direct connection with Magdalene, and being really connected to that specific lineage of the Yeshua and Magdalene, and somehow being connected to that lifetime, you know, a couple of thousand years ago, and the story that took place at that time. And I feel I'm not saying I was her or anything like that, I'm just saying that I feel energetically connected to that whole time period. And whether that would be through a strand of destiny, whether that be as an aspect of my higher self, whether that be a certain playing a certain character at that time, who knows? I won't know until I die exactly what role I played at that time. But I feel so much of my work is coded for the successful, triumphant victory of twin flames. And I believe that at the time of it, you know, a couple of thousand years ago, I think that they definitely did have a very, very powerful and successful twin flame union. But the people that wrote the story after, they distorted it. And so the legacy didn't maintain. And the legacy was about returning unconditional love back to the earth. And it was really about coming into union consciousness, unity consciousness, and it's about ultimately the marriage of the self with God. And so the outer marriage between the man and the woman is a reflection of the inner marriage of the self and God. And it's all to do with union, sacred union. Everything's to do with union. So I feel like ever since I was a little girl, the twin flame mysteries have been shared with me and revealed to me. And I remember when I was about 7 or 8, I remember my twin flame, and I remember looking under the stars and saying, connecting with him telepathically and saying, we're both under the same stars, we're both under the same moon, we're going to find each other one day. And so I was coded from a very, very young age. Before I knew anything about true love or anything like that, I just knew that my destiny was to be in this extraordinary union, you know. And then when I was 16, I came across this, you probably all know it, it's by Linda Goodman, it's called Love Signs. And it's an astrology book, so I used to really, really devour astrology when I was younger. And in this book, Linda Goodman, she talks about the twin flames. And I mean, I could probably recite it. I read it about 2,500 times. I used to just sit there every night and I used to get this book and I just used to read it and read it and reread it and reread it. It was only a few pages where she spoke about twin flames, but I was just, it was like it gripped me. It totally like hooked me and gripped my heart. And I knew that that was my destiny. So I've had loads of like revelations actually in the last few days about my journey as well, which I'm going to share with everyone in the twin flame container. But I'm creating this video just to let everyone know about the extraordinary significance of this work. You know, my Facebook's gone all funny. Sorry guys, I just have to just check something. Oh yeah, sorry, it all glitched. What's going on there? So what would be absolutely wonderful is if we could share this video, everyone. Let's share this video into groups. I'm going to share it into my prosperity, whatever it's called, quantum prosperity. I don't even know the name of my own group. Live now. I'm going to just quickly post this in the event is happening. Not all that come to Earth have a twin flame union, Jen. That's a really good question. So what I've been told, Monica, is that we are all created as a twin, but we plan our life at the feet of Mother, Father, God prior to our incarnation. And not everyone decides that it's appropriate for them in that lifetime because they haven't reached that level of evolution or completion or whatever. But not every soul signs up to unite with their twin. So it's those of us that do sign up that have the direct experience. But the reason why I'm so inspired to make this video is because I want you all to know that, you know, it's really building up now. The energy is building up for this container, and the intention for the container is physical union. And so I don't think this has ever been done in the world. Like, I don't think there's ever been a twin flame container before whereby the focus has been on physical manifestation and actualization of the physical union. Like, that is our intention. And I've got so many amazing exercises and protocols and techniques that we can all work with, because we're working together as a community. Like, we're stepping into this field as a community, and we've got about 39 people in the group so far. And so there's all these amazing exercises and protocols where we are going to be supporting each other in such an extraordinary way to physicalize our unions. And I wasn't going to do another video about it. I'd let it go. And I was like, everyone knows about this twin flame container. I don't need to, you know, do another video. But I got a really strong download when I was in the bathroom. My spirit team were like, you have to make a video. There is one more person that is meant to do this, that they need to hear the codes that you're going to be sharing in this video. And then I started getting this download that the person that is about to sign up I started getting all these like trajectory things whereby everything's going to like click for them with their physical union. And so I couldn't ignore that. I couldn't just go, oh yeah, well, whatever, Trevor, like, do you know what I mean? Look, I had to follow the guidance. So this is why I'm making this video, just to let you all know that it's going to be so freaking powerful. Like, no words can possibly adequately describe how powerful this 3 weeks is going to be. So we're going to start tomorrow, 1st of December, and we're going to complete on the solstice on the 21st of December. So we're actually harnessing the energies of the 12-12 and the solstice. And we all know that the solstice is massively connected to many twin flame unions, as is the 12-12 master portal. Very powerful portal the 12-12 is. So I brought through an incredibly beautiful ebook that goes with each of the modules. There's 3 modules that I'll be teaching, or not teaching, transmitting. And my beautiful divine assistant, Ruxandra, or Ruxie, she's working on the graphics right now. She's putting the absolutely amazing book together, the ebook together. But it's just packed. It's absolutely packed with insights and downloads and codes for you all. And so my intention is for everyone that comes to be part of this container one, my intention is for us to all actualize our physical union and to do absolutely everything that we can do to be in full preparation for our physical union. And also, we're really deeply going to be working with all the principles of quantum manifestation. And so everyone that comes is going to be like a really, really next level manifester as well. Like that's going to be part of it. And my intention is for everyone that comes forward to be part of the container, like, is for me to pass the codes. I feel like I'm carrying the twin flame codes like as a ball of light. And I know that my role is shifting at the moment. My role is going to be changing from one of being very, very much personally connected to my community to going into having a much more public role. And I've been prepared for this for many, many, many years, and it's all aligning. So because of that, because my role will be somewhat shifting within our community, it's very important that people in our community are holding, like really solidly in a stabilized way, are holding these codes, these very, very, very pure codes. These are codes of innocence. These are codes of restoration, of atonement. These are codes that are deeply, deeply saturated in our perpetual sacred innocence. And so much of my transmission is from that place of spiritual innocence, of arriving at that place of true and absolute remembrance and clearing all the programs and all of the distortions that have been imposed upon me by this bullshit matrix. And so because of that, and I don't know, whatever it is that I've personally signed up for in my evolutionary journey, it has got me to a very high level of spiritual mastery within my own self. And I'm a code carrier for the twin flame template. But my intention is to pass that onto you so that you become a stabilized code carrier, but without the distortion. Many of us in our community are code carriers, but there's so many distortions, there's so many projections, there's so much unprocessed shadow, there's so much woundedness that many people cannot step into that frequency of innocence. But you can't transmit the codes unless you fully returned home to your original innocence. You cannot transmit the codes of the twin flame template fully and absolutely. You can transmit them to a certain extent, but they can't, it's not like hitting the bullseye. So as we all know from my books and from my transmissions, there is something within me because of the frequency that I hold, which is able to hit the center of the bullseye in terms of the transmission. And that is my intention for every single one of you that come to be part of this container. I'm intending that as the facilitator. I'm intending your up leveling. I'm intending your stabilization. And I'm intending for you to really, really truly awaken out of all the programs so that you can return to your original frequency of perpetual and divine innocence. Because this is the master code. Innocence is the master code that gets us into the higher dimensional echelons. When we're riddled with woundedness and programs and distortions, we're not a frequency match for the higher dimensional realms. The only way we can activate and access the 0 point and the higher dimensional realms is through the innocence codes. So, and the problem is that humanity is just like, we're all good, we're God's children, and so we're so innately good, really, for the most part. And so if our teachers and our parents have programmed us to be a certain way, i.e. in fear, in contraction, in suspicion and whatever, then we absorb that because we're good souls. We believe what our authorities say, we believe what our elders say, and so we take it on as our own. And then suddenly we wake up and we're like, holy shit, man, that was so much fear. Like, why did I take on that fear? Because I was innocent in a way, and trusting and kind, and so there has to be this, up leveling in our own evolutionary journey where we name the programming for what it is, and we free ourselves from it. If it isn't love, it isn't real. Fear is a lie. And that was the first thing I realized when I had my spiritual awakening, was that fear is a lie. And that, that was the very, very first thing that was revealed to me by my higher self, is that only love is real. And that any experiences of fear that I'd had, because I was 21 when I had my awakening, and I was a very, very deep soul and very intense. And so I knew that any moments of fear that I had experienced wasn't real, and that wouldn't get registered in the halls of time. Only love is eternal. Only love is held and registered within the halls of time. Yeah. But fear isn't. Archie there, Archie, I'm having a very important conversation. Archie, oh, come here, please. Fear is not. Fear is nothing. Fear is just an illusion. It's like a magician creating an illusion, an optical illusion. But, you know, I do my best to transmit that to everyone. I guess moments like this help. He approves. If it isn't love, it isn't real. I love that. You really facilitate that heart remembrance of true organic love. Bless you, darling. Your eternal soul. Love and kirtan. Guys, we've only got 15 people. This is ridiculous. Can we share this video, please? Please share this video. Right, I'm sharing it. The event is happening. This is ridiculous. This is like, I feel like I'm on blooming Instagram again. Live now. So anyway, I know for a fact that there is some person that is going to watch this video that, hold on a minute, Roxy, what did you approve? What did you, I received it with my whole spine. What did you receive with your whole spine, hon? Anyway, what was I going to say? Archie, have you got anything to add to this fifth dimensional conversation? Got any little, I don't know, little huffs or puffs or anything? No, he's saying it's all good. It's all good on 4D. Archie's very, very 4D. He's holding the vibes on 4D, aren't you, Archie Bear? So yeah, no, I think that there is going to be someone that's meant to do the twin flame container, because that's the message I got from my higher self. So this is going to be a very, very deep, profound immersion. And why wouldn't you invest in yourself? I invest in myself. I invest in myself all the time. I invest in that which is eternal. What's the point of investing in bloody stupid designer shit? You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to take that to heaven with you. I'd much rather invest in my spiritual expansion, my like profound magnificence, something that's actually going to last for eternity, that is going to enrich my soul forever and ever and ever. I'm going to invest in that. I'm all about that. I'm not all about investing in kind of like rubbish, like material stuff. That doesn't really interest me, you know. So, and also it's like we have to make an investment, otherwise we don't respect the codes. If everything gets given for free, you might not even show up. You're like, oh, I won't bother showing up. But when we make that investment, that's how much you're going to get. What you put out is what you get back. Do you know what I mean? And so, and also it's very, very magical. Like, this isn't like I'm working when it comes to wealth and manifestation. When you step into my world, you step into magic and miracles. And I really, really cannot stress that enough. Like, I've created this field of prosperity that is very, very powerful. And so, like, for example, many people come into my world and they'll pay for the container, and then they'll get like triple that money will come into their account the next day. Same with me. I might make a purchase, and then like a big purchase, and then within 12 hours that exact amount of money will come back into my account, and I'll be like, holy shit, man, I wasn't expecting that. That was like a mega purchase. I bought a new car the other day, and within 12 hours I paid off that car. The money can't come back into my account. This is what I'm saying. Like, we're working in such an extremely magical field that any investment that you make will come back to you like more than tenfold, like 1,000-fold. But, you know, this is a sacred invitation for you to take that leap. Like, we're never going to grow unless we take that leap. We're never going to grow. We're never going to expand unless we step out of our comfort zone, unless we make that purchase, or we make that investment, or we say yes to ourselves, or we invest in ourselves. Like, this is where the transformation takes place. It doesn't just take place like sitting on our bums, just like watching YouTube. Do you know what I mean? It's actually where we take actions and stuff like that. But it's an invitation for you to really, really deeply step into a magical, prosperous field, as well as, you know, manifesting your physical union. So I'll just see if there's any other comments. I'm one of them that doesn't believe, Jen, too hard, too much trouble for my silly self. Even though I try to, you're just like, your book's very informative. At least I'm honest. Oh, the fear isn't real. Only love is real. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's my message, beautiful brothers and sisters. It's not a long one. I'm about to, I'm going on this Australian podcast in a minute. Well, not in a minute, in a couple of hours. So hopefully I'll be able to get the link to get, let you all see that. It's from this beautiful sister called, I can't remember her name, Medin. Anyway, she's going to be interviewing me about the situation in Australia. I'll be offering my words of wisdom. I'll be saying, hold the line, Aussies, hold the line, bro. It's time to hold the line. Forget about Mr. Andrews and what the fuck he's talking about. It's time for you to hold that line, because God wins this. God wins this. It's a bit nasally, my Aussie accent, isn't it? Yay, podcast. Yay. Yeah, so that's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be live, but I'll find the link and I will post it on my Facebook. I think that's it. I think that's my message, beautiful brothers and sisters. So if you can share this message, please do. In fact, I'm going to offer a mystery prize worth £111 to someone that shares this video. So everyone that shares this video is going to be in the draw to win a competition to win something worth £111, which is about 140 odd dollars. So just by sharing this video, you're in the chance to win something. Hopefully that will inspire you. All right, guys, that's my message. So I look forward to, I'll post the link to book onto the Twin Flame container, and I'll see you all soon, and everyone on the container, I'll see you all tomorrow. So love you all. God bless. Thank you for being on this call with me, and thank you so much for sharing this video. And victory is a frequency that resides within us. Victory is not an external phenomena. We have to activate those codes of victory and success within our own DNA, within our own self, within our own psyche, within our own consciousness. So that is your invitation. That is your invitation to level up and own the victory that you are. You are God's daughter. You are God's son. You have victory encoded into every single molecule of your essence. And it's time for you to own that. God bless.